machine. The driver is Andrew Moeller, a young lion from Shelton, Connecticut, in the BRW A&A machine. Then it is car number 76. He's one of the guys to watch from Farmington, driving the Seinfeld Manafort Brothers car, Dana DiMatteo. Then we go to the number 43, always a strong competitor. That's the Chatham Highlander Hotel machine, a semi-pro from Madison for Devin O'Connell. Then it is Jerry Macchia, the 83, Ryan DeCandia, and it is Mikey Flynn with the number 24. The green flag is out, a mad scramble to the bottom of turn number 1, and fighting for the lead on the inside is Noah Connor. Noah makes his presence known. Here comes Teddy Hodgson, neon orange and white car, as he muscles his way down underneath Brett Crothier. And with no prevail, here comes Dana DiMatteo, creating some magic on the inside lane. He's already up to the 3rd spot. And from scratch, Mikey Flynn, with that number 24 car, he's coming to the front as well, Matt.
A little hiccup, Teddy Hodgson, and that opened up the door for Mikey Flynn, who rambles into 3rd. He might not be content with that, as he is going after Dana DiMatteo and Noah Corner, who is out in front. He has done well every week as he starts to expand his lead over Dana DiMatteo.
Certainly does, and of course they have the extra 2 laps added to it. Car number 25, Brett Crothier, goes around in turn number 2 and cannot get it fired back up. So that's going to tighten it all up again. You know, we also want to mention that Devin O'Connell, the 43, won at New Hampshire International last weekend as well. That's quite an accomplishment for this young talented driver.
And he's also in the summer shootout in Charlotte, so he has traveled all over the East Coast. Right now he's got to do a lot of traveling because he is at the rear of the field trying to catch up to Jerry Macchia. And here is Noah Corner, almost on cue, as he is able to dive bomb his way into the lead over Mikey Flynn.
Mikey Flynn started dead last, and in less than 3 laps, he's come to the front of the field. Teddy Hodgson's car suddenly got evil. We saw some smoke coming off the right front tire of that race car as he went from the front row to, well, back about 4 positions here. But he's not giving up yet, as Moeller now makes his presence among the top 4 cars. But Mikey Flynn is all over the number 76 of Dana DiMatteo.
And Andrew Moeller having a pretty good run as he is hanging out in the top 4. The 13-year-old from Shelton getting the edge over Teddy Hodgson. Hodgson had a difficult time in turn number 3, but he is much smoother that time around.
Devin O'Connell's car definitely is not up to speed tonight, as the 43 is way off the pace we usually see that car contending at the front of the field. Back up front, car number 31, Noah Connor, still the dominant car. Dana DiMatteo runs right in his tire tracks, but Mikey Flynn, I think, is the guy to watch, Matt, with that green number 24. And look at Teddy Hodgson. He's got a second win now, and he is going to the outside of Moeller to challenge for the 4th spot. Now he changes his line and dives to the inside.
Boy, that car was healthy enough to tap dance its way into 4th place, making an inside move over Andrew Moeller. And the plot thickens in the fight for 3rd. And Devin O'Connell has to be careful because he may no longer be on the lead lap, and he's not.
That car suddenly is slowing, and we haven't seen it run that much off the pace ever here at Stafford. His mechanical woes are the story in that one. Out front, the 31 of Noah Connor, still the leader of the pack. Dana DiMatteo can reel him in, but it appears that Connor will have a little more speed coming off the turn. Mikey Flynn still watches. This time when they come to the line, 11 laps are complete with 11 circuits remaining in this Ingersoll Rand special extra distance event here tonight.
You talk about drivers with determination. That is Mikey Flynn. He's one of those guys, if he has a bad race, he forgets about it, and he says he only looks forward. Right now, he's looking at the back bumper of the Dana DiMatteo car, and Noah Corner trying to corner the market on a Stafford victory. Ted Hodgson deserves a lot of credit. Looked like he was going nowhere earlier in this race, and he is an impressive 4th place car.
He sure is, Matt. Earlier, there was smoke coming off the right front tire, almost like a brake locked up, but he is able to come back, rebound, and he is doing just that as he continues to start to close up that gap. Meanwhile, again, the 43 machine of Devin O'Connell way off the pace tonight as he goes down another lap in the competition here. Now, Dana DiMatteo is really starting to pick up the pace now as he knows that there is less than 7 circuits to go. And so far, Noah Connor from Canton, Connecticut has been the driving force at the front of this field.
And this could be a great point night for Dana DiMatteo, who started the night with a 30-point deficit against Devin O'Connell. So Dana DiMatteo can really make up some ground tonight as he continues to harass the back bumper of the Noah Corner car.
Well, now Mikey Flynn moves in, making it 3 cars, nose to tail, contending for that number 1 spot. Teddy Hodgson is trying to close up the gap as well. Back up front, still the 31 in command. Started the event in the 3rd position, and here is the yellow. And it is for the number 83 car that spins.
Second straight win in the special celebrity race that they had, the alumni race of past competitors in the Wild Thing carts. It was Frank Latois. Then it was Stephen Chapman in the Junior Outlaws. Josh Gaiman won again in the Senior Outlaws. Then the Senior Champs, Damon Schuster by a molecule over Tim Sullivan, and Justin Alvarez was a winner in the Pro 2 Modifieds.
Well, here they come, back up through, and there is the green. And we've got side-by-side racing. Mikey Flynn applying the pressure now to Connor. Noah Connor, but takes it back. And Dana DiMatteo moves back in to the runner-up spot. Mikey Flynn has to settle back in for 3rd. Hodgson in the 4th spot, and Moeller just has not relinquished being among the top 5 cars.
And Rick Crowder almost molested his back bumper as they came off the corner. Noah Corner trying to get it done. Room on the inside for Dana DiMatteo, but he could not get his car there.
Tries everything, and it's not done with yet. Looks for some racing room to the bottom. Popsicle sticks are coming up this time. Now, Dana DiMatteo down underneath. Challenge for the lead, and a brand new leader emerges. It is Dana DiMatteo taking over the lead from Noah Connor. Oh, and Mikey Flynn, Teddy Hodgson has to get on the binders, but they don't lose any track position, believe it or not.
And almost going around was Noah Corner as that car went topsy-turvy off the quarter. Less than 1 to go. Dana DiMatteo, but there's a problem. Mikey Flynn is pointed in the wrong direction. Esther Hodgson got him.
Here they come back to the stripe, and there is the checker. And taking down the win is Dana DiMatteo. Noah Connor to finish in 2nd. And what about Andrew Moeller? He finishes on the podium.